concept we were both working towards.
Island Clash Academy اللي دائما نخبر الناس ان يشاركوا معانا، سجلوا على روابط التواصل الاجتماعي، وفي في طاقم اداري يساعدك تطلع باحسن صوره.
Sound test.
معاكم احمد بعيد بي سي ادفايزر، واليوم جايب لكم معلومات تهمكم في عالم البي سي وعالم الجيم. في كل جيمنج سيت اب من الاشياء المهمه طبعا اللي هي الشاشه. خلونا اعرفكم على المعلومات اللي تفيدكم في وقت تختارون الشاشه المناسبه لكم. طبعا احجام الشاشه معروفه اللي هي 24 انش، 27 32، وطبعا البانل تايبس اللي هم الاي بي اس والتي ان. التي ان صار هاي اوتديتد فنقدر نستثنيه. وعندنا طبعا اخر شيء اللي هو الفي اي. وشيء وايد مهم انك تختار ريزولوشن الشاشه يتناسب مع الجرافيك كارد اللي عندك. كان عندك كارت مثلا من اللو اند تروح على فول اتش دي، ميد رينج 2K، هاي اند 4K. وايد مهم تعرفون الميجا هرتز اللي موجوده على الشاشه. طبعا كل ما كان اعلى كل ما كان افضل، لكن عدد الهرتز وايد مربوط بالريزولوشن مالك. يعني اذا عندك فول اتش دي تروح 240 360. هني طبعا سرعه الاستجابه بتكون حدها عاليه. فرايي انا الشاشه المثاليه حق اغلب الجيمرز اللي هي شاشه 27 انش ريزولوشن 2K مع اي بي اس بانل و165 هرتز. في نفس الوقت سعرها ممتاز وفيوتشر بروف وتناسبك حق احتياجك.
Oh my gosh, when I first came in, I felt so welcome. The space was so cool and creative.
البداية كانت شوية صعبة، بس عقب مع الخبرة اللي اكتسبناها مع التريننج اللي حصلناه من آيلاند كلاش، يعني ما شاء الله يعني قدرنا ان ننجز ونصير احسن.
الحلو في البرنامج انه مو بس اقدر اكون في الاي سبورت، اقدر حتى ان وقت انا ابي اتعلم شيء في صوب البرودكشن اقدر اروح هناك اتعلم، مثل كتصوير الافتتاح رحت معاهم.
Being behind the camera, learning how it all works with the lighting, and it's just been a great experience. I feel like I've learned so much for something I've been passionate towards very quickly and very efficiently.
It was very challenging, but it was very rewarding at the same time because I was in constant communication with the team. And it was really fun to, have that back and forth of a concept we were both working towards.
Island Clash Academy اللي دائما نخبر الناس ان يشاركوا معانا، سجلوا على روابط التواصل الاجتماعي، وفي في طاقم اداري يساعدك تطلع باحسن صوره.
لأن ديرتي تستاهل راح أبذل كل جهدي.
بروح الفريق نقدر نفوز، وهدفنا نرفع راية البحرين.
أيام وليالي من التدريب، وبكرة نلبس شعار المنتخب.
في الرياضة الإلكترونية الأحمر قدها وإحنا قد التحدي.
وأنت شنو تنتظرون؟
البحرين بطلاً لخليج 24.
هذه فرصتكم، أكبر بطولة للألعاب الإلكترونية في العالم. فرصتكم أن أنتم تمثلون بلدكم خير تمثيل. سجلوا وفالكم الذهب. خلونا نقول كلنا هذا البحريني ما تغلبون.
of a Quickfire Street Fighter 6 tournament. Yesterday was full of excitement and action. Hope you are ready to witness more amazing head-to-head battles. But before that, let's get to know today's players. Before we go to our amazing commentators, let's look our national esports qualifier video and encourage all of Bahrainis to sign up for a chance to represent your country. Let's take a look.
لأن ديرتي تستاهل راح أبذل كل جهدي.
بروح الفريق نقدر نفوز وهدفنا نرفع راية البحرين.
أيام وليالي من التدريب وبكرة نلبس شعار المنتخب.
في الرياضة الإلكترونية الأحمر قدها وإحنا قد التحدي.
وأنتوا شنو تنتظرون؟
البحرين بطلا لخليج 24.
هذه فرصتكم. أكبر بطولة للألعاب الإلكترونية في العالم، فرصتكم أن أنتم تمثلون بلدكم خير تمثيل. سجلوا وفالكم الذهب. خلونا نقول كلنا هذا البحريني ما تغلبون.
Thank you, Rihan, for the fantastic intro. Welcome back, everyone, to the second day of Street Fighter 6 tournament. The action and the excitement from yesterday still echo through our lovely arena. My name is Al-East, and I'm here with Oatmeal. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very good. What do you think of the excitement and the action yesterday we've seen on day one of Street Fighter?
I think that the match between, I think that the JP match and the DJ matches were incredible to watch.
Indeed, yesterday was a complete domination by JP and DJ. Let's hope the action happens today. Island Clash Quickfire is brought to you by Tim Keen and Zain. We want to thank them for their continuous support across the various tournaments we have put on. For the gamers out there, if you're interested to put your skills to the test and have the chance to represent Bahrain, the National Esports Qualification is now open for registration. So if you got the skills and the passion, everything can be found on our website, tealflamingo.co. For those who want to catch up on the actions of the day and see the highlights from yesterday, everything can be found on our website. The streamings are going to be on YouTube. Everything else can be found on onlclash.bh. Can you give us the setup of the matches and the breakdown of the tournament?
Yeah, well, today we're going to have 8 matches on stream, and then 12 of them are going to be off stream.
Yeah.
We're going to have all the matches are going to be double round robin, and they're going to be best of 3 of 3.
So best of 3 of 3. So that's 3 rounds of 3 matches. So if you have to win 2 to secure your victory. Let's head to see what yesterday's standings and who qualified to the final. As you know, as we said, Sugar, who played with, I remember he played with DJ, and Abul Mis played with JP. Those players have qualified with 7 and 6 wins. Respectively. Let's see what happens today, and let's see what the action brings on from us today. So we're heading out to our first match, which is going to be ALKHABBAZ between Zell. Let's see what these players' selection. I've spoken to the players prior to the stream. I think we're expecting it's Ken against Jury. So what do you think of like Ken and Jury, and depends on each character?
Well, I mean, Ken tends to be a much more close-up bruiser and a much more close-range fighter, so he doesn't have a lot of poke. And Yuri is also definitely all about her combos and how well she can bring it together. Yeah,
I'm Ken as usual. I prefer Ken over any of the characters. And here we go into the first match and the first round.
Spinning kick.
Let's see what happens. A spinning kick right now, quickly attacked by Jury. Let's see who controls the match right now. Zell with
Ken
Jury.
trying to close the distance.
Zell has taken over the initiative, and let's see what's going on.
Yeah, well, Ken kicks with a low kick, a high kick. Oh, he spins, knocks it. Okay, he's chasing them back into the corner, but they rebuttal. They're pushing him away.
a quick push away, and let's see if Ken controls the match right now. Projectile and a quick use of the breaker, and to see if the combo
carrying them, juggling them. Ken running away because he knows he can't take that poke. Low on health. Let's see if Yuri can keep this lead.
Let's see if the lead is open. It's still quick attack. Yuri now. Let's see if Ken can respond to that. As you know, the rage counter has finished. Right now, Yuri is in trouble. Let's see if Ken can capitalize on that.
Ken being backed away into a corner. Well, now he's pushing straight forwards with more Hadoukens. Oh! And a clean KO Hadouken.
And a clean KO Hadouken. Round 1 goes to Ken. Right now, round 2. Let's fight. Let's see who wins it. Let's see if Yuri pushes an extra match in this matchup.
Clean guard from Ken, but a perfect counter coming in.
I mean, this is like it's interesting, like especially Street Fighter. Like we grew up on Street Fighter. Tell us, like, what's your interaction with Street Fighter as a commentator, as a player as well?
Well, I started with Street Fighter 6 personally, but you know, that's just the first game that I genuinely played. Originally, I started with Street Fighter 2 because it's the main one. Street Fighter 1 wasn't really a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Street Fighter 2, I played Ken as a majority. He was my favorite character with all of his poke. Both of the people here now on very low health. Ooh, almost trying to connect with that Rager.
But right now, the punish counter and a special move that connects. That I think is going to be a KO for the first match for Ken, and does the KO.
Incredible win.
1-0 right now, leading. ALKHABBAZ leading the match 1-0. Zell right now needs to win this match to force a final match between these players.
Definitely, or else they're out.
They're not really out. They still have other matches that they can compete against, because every player faces each other in matches, and then you'll have a standing at the end of the game. So let's head back to the match, and we'll see now if Yuri can capitalize. Right now, Yuri's half power is gone. Ken with the combos into a Tatsumaki. Right now into the corner, locked down with a Shoryuken. Let's see if he continues to the knockout.
Ken is cleaning up easily. Almost. Come on. And another KO for the Ken. What an incredible match for him.
Yeah, exactly. What a wonderful match. It happens. Let's see if Zell tries to change the situation in his favor. Ken needs one more win, and let's see if he does it and takes over the match. Quick counters, quick hits, quick punches, and a quick but a defensive by Yuri at the moment, and managing to push Ken back.
Ken coming in with another rush. Oh, he gets blocked and tagged. What a nice move to be seen here.
What a fantastic move, linking the combos and the attacks together, and we'll see how it does. A quick grapple and a throw by Ken at the moment. Fantastic hit, quick forward. Ken is in the corner at the moment, tries to get out, but Yuri is keeping him there. He managed to escape. Attack Tatsumaki, we've noticed that. Let's see if he misses the grapple and he misses the throw. Let's see right now, 53 seconds left on the fighting clock. Both players are towards the end of their life, and a special move that connects, and I think we're heading into the game and set and match and a final KO by Ken on Yuri.
What an incredible match to watch.
What an incredible match. What a wonderful fight. 1-0 right now. That's the first match, and right now ALKHABBAZ has taken the lead, especially with Ken, especially with his match right now against Zell with Yuri. Unlucky GG for ALKHABBAZ. Unlucky Zell. Hopefully we'll wish you a better game next time. You still have time. You still have other matchups to take off this first match.
Right. Well, that match was dominated by the Ken in almost all respects.
What made Ken dominate the match in your eyes? In your opinion and your eyes, what do you think that dominated the match?
Ken kept closing the gap, and he kept pushing forwards with a combination of high and low attacks to keep closing the gaps and keep making his opponents switch up the blocks.
Exactly.
So then he was able to keep breaking through and find a way through and just dominated.
Definitely. And that's probably something to avoid, especially when you're fighting with these type of characters.
Yeah.
We'll head to the next match. It's going to be ALJOWDER against ALKHABBAZ. ALKHABBAZ, we saw him today with Ken. Maybe he stays with with right now with Ken Al-Umda. We don't know which player he's going to select, but we'll head to the selection stream in a bit and see what they want to do. What do you think? I mean, obviously Street Fighter is a fantastic fighting game. Any other fighting games that you've been trying to do?
Surprisingly, I really like Brawlhalla, if you ever heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. I think it's free as well, right?
Yeah, Brawlhalla is a free game. It's really fun to play.
It's fun to play. I grew up on the Street Fighter games. Like my scene was Tekken, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, Guilty Gear, so many like World Heroes. I don't know if you've heard of them. Like they're very old school arcade games. Like we had an arcade game. Like that's the way we used to play back in the day. We had to go to the OG style and like play on a controller, not on a controller, on a game. What do you mean, cabinet with like inserting the coins, and like if you want to put your turn next, you have to put a coin on top of the arcade.
Old school.
Yeah, old school style. But like that's the thing. I think you had a funny story regarding that, or like a cool story about that, about the arcading scene.
Yeah, about the original arcades with Street Fighter 1. Obviously, there weren't that many characters to play. So with Street Fighter 2, what they wanted to do was almost revamp the game.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the name of the game now, but they created a second one, but different name.
Okay.
Anyway, the original controls for Street Fighter 2, the original design was actually a punching bag.
Okay.
That the players would have to go to an arcade and just start beating up this punching bag.
Stuff,
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
You'd have to kick it and punch it. And
awesome. That would be awesome. I hope like we had that opportunity. We did not. We just stuck up with the controllers. The next match, as you know, is Al-Umda against Khabbaz. What character do you prefer in Street Fighter 6? Like, who's your main? What character do you play with?
Personally, I play with Luke a lot because he's just, in my opinion, he's one of the strongest characters. He is.
Yeah. I think Luke is broken as you know. But right now, it depends. Like, but you have to be like a good player to compete in it. Right now, we're heading Al-Umda dealing using Zangief against Ken. Let's see if Ken can break away the Red Cyclone's power and try to end his continue with his winning.
This is going to be a really interesting match to watch because both of these people are filled with grabs and very good close-up moves. Ken hitting with Hadouken, trying to build some range. Zangief going for a grab. Ooh, and it missed. Perfect tag.
Yeah, the punish counter. Like if you come in late, you're gonna win that matchup. So you have to make sure that everything is ready.
Zangief is losing his health but gaining it back.
Yeah, Zangief trying to use the counter punish and into a grapple, but Ken does not. ALKHABBAZ does not lay up. It's a quick fight. It's a quick match and a quick KO. Round 2, fight. Ken trying to open up the gap again. Usually that's not the way to fight against Zangief. You usually try to keep the distance away from him.
Yeah.
Most players do that. But right now ALKHABBAZ is on fire with his fiery Tatsumoki and trying to end Zangief at the moment. It's a perfect KO and a perfect KO by Ken. And right now he takes the first match. Al-Umda, you need to focus up. You need to change up your system. You need to play with Zangief in the right manner.
Yeah, Ken keeps pushing Zangief back into a corner and Zangief can't hit his grabs. He is battering him left, right and center.
That's the thing. If you keep your distance, if you know how to use Zangief, he's going to take away a lot of your health. Because one of his power bombs at least removes 1/4 of your life.
Yeah.
Or even 1/3 of your life.
And another punish counter coming from the Ken.
And a punish counter by Ken. And a fiery Tatsumoki to a quick kick. Right now, what a wonderful, perfect KO. That match is over. Right now, it's a very quick round 2. Let's see if that happens. We have one win for ALKHABBAZ. ALKHABBAZ needs one more win in this round to secure his victory over Al-Umda.
Ken immediately juggling him into the air, forcing him back into the corner and just bullying him.
What a try, what a counter attack to the punish counter. And another punish counter, and a quick stay out in the corner, push Zangief to the corner. You have to get out of the corner in Street Fighter 5. In Street Fighter in general, the corner is not a place you want to be, and a special move, and I think this match is going to be over soon. Nope, there is some life left over, but I don't think Zangief is going to do anything, and that was a very quick match. Ken takes the win, a quick win by ALKHABBAZ. That makes this match 5 wins right now. What do you think of the match? What do you think of that match? Like, how did you see, like, what was the mistakes that Zangief
did and that created the opening for Ken?
I think that Zangief kept trying to go for a grab off of very slow moves, where the Ken just kept going for fast moves and kept switching up his combos, and then he kept reliably hitting him, forcing him into the corner with the spinning kicks.
Exactly. And I couldn't do anything like that. How do you avoid Ken's, like, if you're in the same ring as Ken and playing the same style, what do you have to do as other competitors need to do to avoid that kind of attacks?
Well, you need to win the block war. You need to keep blocking and eventually find an opening with a quick attack.
Because like there are like parts where like the gauge rush, the rush bar can be used as a defensive option rather than an offensive option. Do you think that would be a good idea for some players to focus on?
I mean, yeah, of course. It's much better to deplete your opponent's bar than obviously depleting your own.
Yeah, hopefully. So that's the second match of the day. Hopefully we're heading to the third match now. It's going to be YSF-B against ALJOWDER. I think the players are going to be getting ready to get to stage, and hopefully we'll see if YSF-B can dominate. YSF-B is coming in with his controller, like you said, his what do you call them? And like we have a different name to them. The actual big controllers, like the pads.
The joystick with the touchpad?
Yeah, not the joystick with the touchpad. The actual like big controller.
I just call them the arcade sticks.
The arcade sticks. So yeah, right now YSF-B is coming in with his own controller, setting up his own controller. That is a sign of a gamer, if you, and especially a fighting gamer.
Oh, he's a pro. If he has his own custom built, you know he's ready to win.
Exactly. So let's see if that happens. ALJOWDER right now starting with Zangief. Maybe there's a change in characters. Maybe he chooses a different character at the moment, because like he wasn't really fully utilizing what Zangief can do, especially in the match at the end. Because during that match, like I saw so many openings where Zangief can use his power bomb and like deplete the life bar of Ken.
Of course, there were a lot of openings. I mean, in Street Fighter 6, Zangief has the most grabs he's ever had in any Street Fighter game. So to not utilize them is a
if you don't use them, it's a big mistake. So you have to switch characters. I'm assuming there is going to be a very quick switch of characters. Oh my God, the man from the land of the rising sun. I think it's E-Honda against Ken. ALJOWDER is changing his character. He has a big smile on his face. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for participating. We wish you guys good luck. But we have right now the man from the rising sun, the Japanese Yokozuna, which is E-Honda against Ken. And let's see if both players can utilize what we see in front of us.
I think that Ken is going to need to block a lot during this match, especially with E-Honda's headbutts. Oh, Honda hits him with another slap, backing him into the corner. Ken is going to need to escape somehow. Yeah, right now, quick Shoryuken, but that is blocked. Half the power, 3/4 of his life is gone. Right now, let's see if E-Honda capitalizes on that. That is a quick Ken
move.
is getting poked down, absolutely. He goes, ooh, and a clean KO from E-Honda.
And a clean KO. E-Honda takes the first round. Round 2, fight.
Ken hitting a Hadouken in the middle of nowhere. He goes in for a light poke.
Yeah, a quick light poke right now, trying to push Ken back to the corner. And right now, if you do not use that like block or try like when your character turns blue, that is a way to block attacks, hits. But right now, if you do not know how to use that, you're going to be in trouble in this tournament.
Oh, of course. They're both trying to find middle ground and an equal range to hit each other, considering they're both very close. Oof, and the Ken gets clipped.
Ken gets clipped, and the first match goes to E-Honda. Right now, a rematch is happening again. ALJOWDER stays with Ken. Right now, YSF-B stays with E-Honda, and let's see if he does the damage. A quick Shoryuken, successive ones after the other, connected against E-Honda, but that's not the way to do it. You gotta pick your moments. You gotta pick the times to use those moves.
Definitely. I see E-Honda coming in with trying to use the 100 slaps. He hits an overhead. He's pushing him back into the corner. Ken is trying to escape, but he can't. He's on such low health. And E-Honda gets another KO.
A quick KO by YSF-B. ALJOWDER right now is in trouble. If he loses this match, this round, he is losing the actual match, because it's going to be 2-0 to YSF-B at the moment. But right now, a quick grapple by Ken into another switch up into a grapple. Let's see if he continues doing the grapples. The use of the rage drive is really good.
Definitely. E-Honda is backed into the corner now, where Ken is bullying him for a change. Honda isn't utilizing as many of his headbutts as we would normally see.
Yeah.
However, he is still winning, doing massive damage with that combo.
A quick combo that removes
now
half
Ken is
the
back
power.
into the corner. Let's see if Honda wins, and Honda gets another KO.
And that's it. That's a quick KO by Honda, and a win by YSF-B, and ends the match in his favor. YSF-B is also another player with 4 wins today. Like he won like 3 games off screen, and this is his 4th match today, carrying the controller, and you can see how like dedicated he is to his craft by carrying around his gaming pad.
Oh, of course, he is definitely a dedicated player.
Have you ever used those gaming pads, and do you recommend if anybody, like if players are recommended to use them during matches?
I mean, if a player wants to, then obviously they can. I have a friend back in England who he has his own gaming pad, and he only plays Ryu. So,
he only uses Ryu, yeah.
He only uses
that's
Ryu
another tough character, especially. I mean, in Street Fighter, like those are one of the main characters. But now we have the new generation coming up. Like we talked about Luke and your favorite character. Luke is kind of technically the new Ryo. Ken probably also like has a bit of guile in him in his attacks. And stuff like that.
He has a lot of different. Well, he took a lot of different elements from different characters and mixed them together. So, in my opinion, Luke is the strongest character in the game.
Awesome.
Because he has a lot of poke, he has a lot of close up, a lot of grabs.
I think Luke is broken.
For sure.
I mean, definitely. But you never know. With any update, they can always change the characters and change how broken they are. Let's head to the next match. The final match before our break is going to be ALJOWDER between him and ALJOWDER. Let's see who is going to do what. We've seen ALJOWDER play with Zangief, then Ken. Let's see if he changes up characters or stays with Ken. Right now, ALJOWDER, this is our first match on him on stream. So we don't know which character does he actually play. So we don't know which character, like how his style is played. Because if you choose like Zangief, you're a grappler. If you choose like Ken, you're like a more of a
a bruiser,
an attack. Right now we see ALJOWDER trying to choose a different character. I think it's going to be maybe Kimberly, maybe Marissa. But Marissa is like Zangief, so if you don't know how to control your grapples, it's not going to help you in that moment.
Looking in Jamie. Jamie's a very high skill-based character, especially considering he needs to have a lot of his drinks up before he can actually utilize his full potential.
Exactly. So like, if ALJOWDER doesn't know how to use drinking methods for Jamie, he's gonna have a lot of trouble, especially against a character like JP. And we saw what JP does yesterday with his magical powers.
Of course.
Into the round 1 fight. And we're gonna start right now between ALJOWDER and ALJOWDER. Right now, movements, quick attacks by ALJOWDER. Let's see if he controls the match and controls how he attacks, because we saw how JP can really do some damage and take your health power. Right now, ALJOWDER is in trouble in his first round. So if he's going to keep his distance from JP, he's going to face a lot of trouble.
JP is punishing him and forcing him into the corners by spamming those moves. There is no counter for it.
No counter for it, exactly. And right now, a quick roundup. Round 1 finished very quickly in favor of ALJOWDER. A quick use of the drive rush, but it's countered again by ALJOWDER. Right now, ALJOWDER's drive rush bar is really low, but is fully utilized.
Now he's out.
He's out right now, but he's building up, because the more you attack, it's going to affect. This is a punish counter into a special move, into blocking and an attack into the corner. 11 hit, 12 hit combo. Wonderful combos by ALJOWDER, and it's fantastic.
Incredible to watch that last game. It was almost flawless.
Flawless, exactly.
Bullied him into the corner and kept unrelenting.
Exactly. Right now, exactly. Sorry to cut you off.
No problem. And he's doing the same thing again. Jamie's trying to retort, but he can't get those drinks out with all of this poke damage. He's constantly getting hit with something.
Yeah, exactly. Initially they wanted to use Jamie to be inspired by Jackie Chan, because Jackie Chan, like in his younger days, he did like a movie called The Legend of the Drunken Master.
And another KO.
And another KO, a quick KO, and a quick match up between ALJOWDER and ALJOWDER. But like what I was saying, like because it's inspired by Jackie Chan, during like Jackie Chan younger days, he created he was part of a movie called The Legend of the Drunken Master. So like Jamie was initially introduced because like Jackie Chan would fight in the style of the drunking. The more he get drunk, the more he get powerful.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's some truth to that as well. You know, you feel less pain the more you drink. And another perfect KO. Wow.
That's it, a perfect KO, and the match is over. Very quick fires, a quick fire between the guys, and a victory right now for ALJOWDER. He takes the win and takes his third win of the day. Thank you guys for the tournament. Thank you guys for participating. ALJOWDER unlucky. Nice one, ALJOWDER. Hopefully you will see other matches remaining. But right now we'll take a 10-minute break and we'll be back to you with the remaining 4 matches after the break.
لأن ديرتي تستاهل راح أبذل كل جهدي.
بروح الفريق نقدر نفوز وهدفنا نرفع راية البحرين.
أيام وليالي من التدريب وبكرة نلبس شعار المنتخب.
في الرياضة الإلكترونية الأحمر قدها وإحنا قد التحدي.
وأنتوا شنو تنتظرون؟
البحرين بطلا لخليج 24.
هذه فرصتكم. أكبر بطولة للألعاب الإلكترونية في العالم. فرصتكم أن أنتم تمثلون بلدكم خير تمثيل. سجلوا وفالكم الذهب. خلونا نقول كلنا هذا البحريني ما تغلبونه.
Hi, this is Ahmed from Ahmed Strength and Conditioning, and here's today's tip. Because of gaming, we tend to have very rounded shoulders. So here are some exercises that you can do to help strengthen that. Number 1, grab a band and just pull your shoulders apart, strengthening those back muscles. You can do anywhere between 10 and 15 reps. So here is another exercise that you can do to help stretch your chest muscle. This tends to get very tight and short because of our gaming position. So what you want to do is put your hands on a wall and then open up your chest and hold for around 30 seconds to get a nice big stretch. For these exercises, you can do them between your sets, while you're waiting in the lobby, or while you're just resting at home. Hi, this is Ahmed from Ahmed Strength and Conditioning, and here's today's tip. Getting a good night's sleep for any gamer is crucial. It will help improve cognitive thinking, reaction time, and reduce brain fog. This will help your brain excel and make better decisions in high-stress situations. Here are our 3 best tips for a good night's sleep. Number 1, create a routine. The more consistent you are with what time you go to bed, the more likely you're going to have a good night's sleep. Number 2, try to limit your gaming and light exposure to 1 hour before bedtime to minimize your light exposure. And number 3, create a dark room for your body to get used to the space and get ready for bed.
معاكم احمد بعيد بي سي ادفايزر، واليوم جايب لكم معلومات تهمكم في عالم البي سي وعالم الجيم. في كل جيمنج سيت اب من الاشياء المهمه طبعا اللي هي الشاشه. خلونا اعرفكم على المعلومات اللي تفيدكم في وقت تختارون الشاشه المناسبه لكم. طبعا احجام الشاشه معروفه اللي هي 24 انش 27 32 وطبعا البانل تايبس اللي هم الاي بي اس والتي ان. التي ان صار هاي اوتديتد فنقدر نستثنيه. وعندنا طبعا اخر شيء اللي هو الفي اي. وشيء وايد مهم انك تختار ريزولوشن الشاشه يتناسب مع الجرافيك كارد اللي عندك. كان عندك كارت مثلا من اللو اند تروح على فول اتش دي، الميد رينج 2K، هاي اند 4K. وايد مهم تعرفون الميجا هرتز اللي موجوده على الشاشه. طبعا كل ما كان اعلى كل ما كان افضل، لكن عدد الهرتز وايد مربوط بالريزولوشن مالك. يعني اذا عندك فول اتش دي تروح 240 360. هني طبعا سرعه الاستجابه بتكون حدها عاليه. فرايي انا الشاشه المثاليه حق اغلب الجيمرز اللي هي شاشه 27 انش ريزولوشن 2K مع اي بي اس بانل و165 هرتز. في نفس الوقت سعرها ممتاز وفيوتشر بروف وتناسبك حق احتياجك.
Oh my gosh, when I first came in, I felt so welcome. The space was so cool and creative.
البداية كانت شوية صعبة، بس عقب مع الخبرة اللي اكتسبناها مع التريننج اللي حصلناه من آيلين كلاش، يعني ما شاء الله يعني قدرنا ان ننجز ونصير احسن.
الحلو في البرنامج ان مو بس اقدر اكون في الاي سبورت، اقدر حتى ان وقت انا ابي اتعلم شيء في صوب البرودكشن اقدر اروح هناك اتعلم، مثل كتصوير الافتتاح رحت معاهم.
Being behind the camera, learning how it all works with the lighting, and it's just been a great experience. I feel like I've learned so much for something I've been passionate towards very quickly and very efficiently.
It was very challenging, but it was very rewarding at the same time because I was in constant communication with the team. And it was really fun to, have that back and forth of a concept we were both working towards.
آيلين كلاش أكاديمي اللي دائما نخبر الناس ان يشاركوا معانا، سجلوا على روابط التواصل الاجتماعي، وفي في طاقم إداري يساعدك تطلع بأحسن صورة.
لأن ديرتي تستاهل راح أبذل كل جهدي.
بروح الفريق نقدر نفوز، وهدفنا نرفع راية البحرين.
أيام وليالي من التدريب، وبكرة نلبس شعار المنتخب.
في الرياضة الإلكترونية الأحمر قدها وإحنا قد التحدي.
وأنت وشنو تنتظرون؟
البحرين بطلا لخليج 24.
هذه فرصتكم، أكبر بطولة للألعاب الإلكترونية في العالم. فرصتكم أن أنتم تمثلون بلدكم خير تمثيل. سجلوا وفالكم الذهب. خلونا نقول كلنا هذا البحريني ما تغلبونه.
Hi, this is Ahmed from Ahmed Strength and Conditioning, and here's today's tip. Because of gaming, we tend to have very rounded shoulders. So here are some exercises that you can do to help strengthen that. Number one, grab a band and just pull your shoulders apart, strengthening those back muscles. You can do anywhere between 10 and 15 reps. So here is another exercise that you can do to help stretch your chest muscle. This tends to get very tight and short because of our gaming position. So what you want to do is put your hands on a wall and then open up your chest and hold for around 30 seconds to get a nice big stretch. For these exercises, you can do them between your sets, while you're waiting in the lobby, or while you're just resting at home.
Fair enough. Welcome back, everybody, to the Street Fighter 6 tournament. And we saw the first 4 matches, fantastic 4 matches. We saw like fantastic play by ALJOWDER. We saw fantastic play by YSF-B, and we saw fantastic play by ALKHABBAZ. So like it depends on how well do you play in the next 4 matches on stream that can determine where you finish up in the standings.
Yeah, I mean, well, last game we saw JP absolutely dominate with the amount of poke that he has, and the game before that we saw YSF-B play ALJOWDER.
Yeah.
So that means that ALJOWDER has a lot of headbutts to close the distance very quickly. So I wonder how JP is going to handle all of that.
Right now, we'll head over to our next match, which is going to be ALJOWDER against YSF-B. Like we noticed that ALJOWDER plays with JP. ALJOWDER I think plays with E-Honda, and YSF-B plays with I think JP. Let's see if their characters are going to be the same characters they stick with or not. I think the same characters.
It is.
So like you said, we'll see how E-Honda closes down the gap between him and JP. We're heading out to the first round and the first fight between JP and E-Honda. The Psycho Power against the man from the Rising Sun. Round 1, fight!
Almost an immediate attack coming in with a counter. He tries to go for a poke, but he keeps getting backed into the corner with the headbutts that I wanted to see. E-Honda powered himself up. He's trying to close the gap, and he misses. Oh, it gets blocked.
It's good, blocked. Fantastic. Trying to read the game right now. JP, I think, trying to keep the distance between him and E-Honda, because I know, like most of E-Honda's plays, is you have to be close together to finish your combos.
Definitely with a clean punish counter, and he's getting backed into a corner. JP needs to escape. He's losing health quick. Oof, that was nice.
That was nice getting away from the corner, because you have to stay away from the corner. And a punish counter right now by JP. And let's see this match, YSF-B and ALJOWDER, 2 of our greater fighters today from the Group B. We'll see who comes out on top.
JP trying to create some distance between the two so he can use more of his ranged attacks. E-Honda closing the gap with a nice headbutt into a grab, slamming him straight back into that corner. Let's see if JP can escape.
Fantastic play right now by E-Honda, but right now E-Honda is in trouble. His punish counter is quite depleted. Right now waiting for it to restore, but right now let's see if YSF-B can finish off ALJOWDER, and he does in the first match. Right now E-Honda takes the first win.
Very good to watch that last match. A lot of close-up encounters.
A lot of close-up encounters indeed, and we shall see what's the response from ALJOWDER with his player right now, JP. JP, like yesterday's JP was a different JP than today. It shows like how many different players can use different characters, or use actually the same characters in a different way.
In a lot of different ways, yeah. And JP is now backed up into that corner again by the E-Honda. E-Honda going in for a grab, and he hits it.
And grab and into a special move, and that's what and you see the sumo ring appears and knocks him out of the stage, and that's how you lose in sumo. You have to be pushed out of the ring.
Yeah, you have to be pushed out of the ring where you have to fall on the floor.
Right now, the attacks are right now coming towards JP. Right now, trying to avoid any attacks by E-Honda, but right now YSF-B is in complete control. But let's see if JP can come back from the brink of death.
YSF-B needs to get one hit on him before he can win, but the poke is keeping him pushed back. Let's see if he can cover that ground without dying.
That Psycho Power is happening right now. 42 seconds left into the match, and a fantastic spear by E-Honda takes the match. First match goes to right now YSF-B. Let's see in the second match if ALJOWDER can do something and change his fate in this match.
Hits him with a clean headbutt, gets in that Rising Sun hand slap.
The Rising hand slap right now. Both players are pretty cautious, trying to avoid each other and trying to avoid being hit by each other, and the combos, if they work, you're going to be in trouble, especially if someone can land a 14-hit combo on you.
JP is backed into that corner. Let's see if he can escape, and he can't. He tries to go for the grab, but he keeps blocking everything that gets thrown at him.
Right now, JP, let's see if he
E-Honda getting hit with so much more poke, but he closes the gap immediately.
Close the gap immediately, quickly into a quick attack. Right now, JP cannot land on the ground, and a fast KO by YSF-B on ALJOWDER. Let's see what happens next in the round 2 fight. Quick attack right now by E-Honda, trying to open up the gap. but JP does it, and a punish counter is done by E-Honda into a combo back to back, and the quick fist and the quick pushes by E-Honda. What do you call them? The quick hands?
The 100-hand slap.
The 100-hand slap by E-Honda is very effective, especially if you are in a corner. Right now, ALJOWDER trying to do everything in his power to stop E-Honda's advances. Right now, he takes the lead in the HP, but right now, quickly and a quick response by E-Honda and a 100 slap into a special move. Right now, that's a fantastic way. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if he controls the match right now, but I don't think that'll be enough to finish the match.
Let's see if the E-Honda can carry on through with a headbutt. Ooh, a clean from overhead.
A clean KO, and E-Honda wins the match right now. YSF-B seems to be on a roll. ALJOWDER unlucky about the game. Wonderful match by right now by YSF-B. YSF-B, as you see, with 6 wins from the matches he's played. What a wonderful play, like you saw, like really closing the gap. That helped him out, putting him in the corner. Anything else you noticed in that match that like struck you as fantastic or odd or whatever?
He was using a lot of headbutts to keep forcing him back into the corner, slamming him back up into the corner more and more, and JP kept trying to jump, but he kept getting countered and blocked away from being able to jump above E-Honda and force E-Honda back into that corner himself.
Exactly. That's the way to do it, I guess, if you want to avoid JP. We're heading out to our next match. Our 6th match of the day is going to be between Zell and ALJOWDER. Let's see if ALJOWDER can recover from that loss and probably get his win. We saw Zell lose his first match on stream today against ALKHABBAZ. Let's see if he does it again. If he does, if he managed to get the win, he plays with Jury, so it's going to be, I think, Jury against JP.
That's going to be an interesting match to see because Jury has some ranged attacks and she has a really slow-moving one close to the floor, and JP doesn't have that much mobility.
Right, exactly. So that's what we said, Jury against JP. Like, that's the thing about this game. Like, most players with their mains, they stick to that character.
Yeah, they don't tend to differentiate between them.
Yeah, they learn that character inside out. They learn his move, his combos, and try to be as best as possible in that character. We're heading out into the stage right now, and next stage right now is going to be between Jury and JP. Let's see, there's some taunts right now happening between Jury and JP, and a fantastic versus match. Round 1 is going to head. I like if you can move the faces, if you move the thumbsticks.
I don't know if you've noticed, but both of the characters also have matching color schemes for their outfits,
exactly,
purple and white.
Exactly. Both characters, I think, are using, like, I'm assuming they're using that psycho power. Let's see if JP or Jury right now wins it, if Zell or ALJOWDER takes the victory in this match.
Jury is blocking all of the attacks that JP tries to throw at them, all of the ranged.
Range attack is important especially for a character like JP, because he needs to use it. Like yesterday, I saw JP like what's it called? Like shift between one side of the match of the arena to the other side of the arena. Like he does quick teleport.
JP has very good utilization with his teleport. Yeah, a lot of utility with that move.
Yeah, I haven't seen it today from ALJOWDER, but I saw it from the player yesterday that used JP very well. And like every time like he tried to attack, he'd switch from his place very close by. He closes the clap very closely.
I wonder if JP is going to do a swap like that. It's almost similar to Scorpion's teleport or Raiden's teleport.
Yeah. I remember those in Mortal Kombat. They move very quickly. Let's see if that is. I think Dustin as well has a teleportation.
I think
method,
so,
yeah?
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Let's head back to the match. And our first KO right now for JP. ALJOWDER takes the first round. Let's head to the round 2. Fight!
Both of the characters trying to hit a rush, but Jury wins that one. She hits him with a combo, juggling them in the air right now, forcing them back into the corner.
That's a special move that did not counter, that not connect right. JP with blocking that attack, but right now let's see if he can leave that counter. I mean that corner, because kind of corner equals death.
Corner definitely equals death, especially in Street Fighter, where you just get bullied over and over relentlessly.
Yeah, so like avoiding those attacks, avoiding those hits is impossible. And a special move right now by JP. That is, I think, a level 3 move, and I think JP might win this match right now. But no, that takes a lot of the power. Not enough to kill. The best thing about this, the background. Like if you can see the background, that is a background for Final Fight. If you remember, it's like you had a characters as well in like some Street Fighter games. You had characters from Final Fight.
Oh,
like it's a Capcom game, so like we have like characters like especially in the background. Those characters were available. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up kind of game. So like if you ever heard of like Streets of Rage and stuff like that, Final Fight was kind of the same thing.
Okay, seems interesting.
Seems interesting, exactly. Like Capcom likes to use their characters that they've created in the game or they've created for like PlayStation or whatever console into the background of Street Fighter, if you know.
Ooh, Yuri coming in with a nice breaker.
Right now, yeah, a quick breaker right now. Yuri trying to win the match. Zell trying to finish the match. Yes,
And
round
Yuri
one.
wins.
Round one goes to Zell right now. Let's see if he can force another match between him and ALJOWDER.
Yuri coming in with more and more poke, trying to close the gap.
Is the poke important in Street Fighter?
Oh,
Street Fighter.
Definitely, poke is hugely important in Street Fighter.
Like, what's the advantage of using it and not using it?
If you're able to poke, then you can poke and continue the combo, but you can also poke from a distance to keep your opponent away.
Exactly, that's a fantastic, fantastic vision by our new commentator, O'Meal. Thank you for the insight for some of the players so they can understand how they're doing. Let's see if Zell right now can force, and it is a perfect KO by Yuri, forcing the final round, the final match, round one, fight.
JP goes in for a low and then hits a spin. He tries to hit some poke, but he finally utilizes that teleportation.
That teleportation is definitely a required need for JP, and especially JP's character. Zell right now is in trouble. Three-quarters of his health bar has disappeared. Right now, let's see if JP can control that match and control the outcome of the final match between him and Zell.
Definitely, it's going to be very interesting to see if the Yuri is able to pull this back on such low health. We don't want to see the Yuri get perfect.
It doesn't right now, but it's not a KO by ALJOWDER. Right now, it's 1-0 in the first round. This match, if JP wins it, he is going to be considered the victor of this match between Zell and ALJOWDER. Let's see if Zell can force a final round in the final match between these guys. A quick punish counter into a combo, into a sweep back into the corner. Right now, JP manages to escape the counter and forces Yuri back into the counter.
Yuri constantly trying to escape from the corner, and she successfully does. Oof, that was nice.
That's a fantastic play, fantastic counter. But right now, Zell is in trouble. Let's see if the special move it is taken. It is starting to reduce the power of Zell. Let's see, and I think his life is almost over. Quick attack by, I think, ALJOWDER can end this match. Let's see if Zell can finish off ALJOWDER right now and force the final round in the final match between them. Quick attacks right now by Zell. Let's see if Yuri does it, and a quick KO, and he does. He does force the final round between Zell and ALJOWDER.
That last round, Yuri was on such low health for a long time, but she did not back away.
Yeah, that's the way. Sometimes backing away is a way to lose the match. Sometimes attacking is the best form of defense.
Of course, a good offense is the best defense.
Exactly, that is done a fantastic way. Right now, Zell is in trouble, three-quarters of his life, but we've seen him come back from that and win a match. Let's see if he does win the round and the actual match between him and ALJOWDER. Right now, ALJOWDER is in trouble, grapples and into attacks and into a quick hit, into pushing him right back into the corner. Let's see, we have the critical art as well, ready to be used by Zell. If Zell can use his critical art in this match, he can really do some damage and even win the match. I think he's reducing the power. Let's see if JP can avoid that critical attack, the finishing move. Let's see right now, it's finally ALJOWDER right now in the corner. It's a bad important run. That's it. Zell wins the match. What a wonderful comeback by Zell and Yuri, and manages to win that match.
2 for 2, what an amazing comeback. That low health completely obliterating the JP twice.
Exactly, fantastic play by Zell. Unlucky ALJOWDER. Hopefully you have other matches that can get you some scores and get you some wins. And hopefully whoever makes it and reaches the final on Thursday, hopefully you'll be with us on Thursday commentating on the final. How did Zell turn it around?
Zell turned it around by constantly getting on low health and allowing JP to get into the false sense of security, like, okay, they're on low health, I can win now.
Yeah.
However, Zell just came in with a slightly higher skill, blocking all of the attacks perfectly and just beating them back into that corner.
Exactly, and that is it for that match. Let's head to our 7th match of the day, and it's going to be including between YSF-B and ALKHABBAZ. We've noticed YSF-B, like what we did before, especially playing with E-Honda. He's a fantastic E-Honda player. Let's see if ALKHABBAZ, I think, has played with Ken, I think. Sorry. I think ALKHABBAZ played with Ken, and YSF-B, I think, played with E-Honda. I think so.
Yeah, I think that that matchup is going to be interesting because, again, both of them are very close range fighters. I want to see if the Honda is going to constantly throw headbutts at the Ken to try and block him and knock him back into that corner.
Does the headbutts get affected by Hadoukens?
Or
does he pass through by them?
I think they do get affected by Hadouken, so I want to see if he can tech it or perfect counter it.
Exactly. Let's see. It is the strangest stat between YSF-B and ALKHABBAZ. Let's see who takes it over. Definitely going with the E-Honda character. And as you said, Ken, right now by ALKHABBAZ. Let's see if he does it and manages. ALKHABBAZ coming in with his headset so he can avoid any distractions or any noise happening from outside the arena.
There's a tactic that I see used quite a lot in pro play where people put on their headphones so they cannot hear anything.
Yeah,
they just focus on the game, they lock in.
Exactly, it's a fantastic way, and we are using the training ground in Street Fighter 6 to see what happens. A quick attack by Ken and a fireball into like an overhead kick, but right now E-Honda trying to balance the attacks to help him at least take advantage of Ken.
You see Ken trying to go for a hit, but E-Honda hits him with an overhead slap. E-Honda using the headbutt, but it gets countered by Ken. Ken knocking and juggling him straight into that corner. E-Honda hits with a clean grab, flipping his position.
The grapples by the Sumo, by the Yokozuna. E-Honda right now is doing a lot of damage. Let's see if Ken can counter. ALKHABBAZ right now is in trouble at the moment. His life bar is almost empty. Do we see a KO by this match? One more hit and should do it. Let's see if ALKHABBAZ can pull back.
He's on a slither of health right now. He needs to play perfectly. Take absolutely 0 damage to win this, and it looks like he might just do that.
Right now, let's see if it doesn't. No, it's too late. I think that low health bar did not help ALKHABBAZ, but right now that was a fantastic match in the first round between these two fantastic players today.
There's an excellent play countered by an immediate headbutt. Ken with a spinning kick. He tries to juggle him, but he fails. Hits him with a Hadouken, pushing him further back into that corner. E-Honda does not want to be stuck there.
He doesn't want to be stuck there, but like from where we're sitting, I'm hearing a lot of button punches. Are you a button spammer or not?
Surprisingly, no, I do not spam those buttons, but Ken trying to go for a perfect. Will he succeed?
And I think does. Yeah, and it does. It's almost perfect, but I think E-Honda managed to hit him. The final round right now. Let's get ready to fight and see who takes over the first match of the meeting between YSF-B and ALKHABBAZ.
As you said before, do I button mash? No, typically I don't. I tend to play a lot more tactically and wait out for my opponent and then punish them.
Yeah. I remember when I first started, it was all about button smashing. Like you just keep hitting whatever controller, whatever buttons. But the problem is right now because the frame, like each attack has a frame rate and like depends on how long it takes and how long it cools down. Like even when you do the practice in Street Fighter 6, it can tell you like how long is your frames and how long it takes to cool down.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that Ken's moves has quite low frame delay, which means that they can keep attacking faster before his opponents are able to get their moves out, which is why he's such a good close range fighter.
Exactly, and let's see if it happens right now. Both of them trying to take the first round between Ken and E-Honda. YSF-B right now with a perfect counter into a flying shoulder hits and 1,000 arm slap and into a special move. I think that is over for Ken. That is going to end the match. The first round of the first match is going to go for YSF-B right now with E-Honda. Let's head over now quickly to the second match between these fierce competitors.
E-Honda comes in with a headbutt, but Ken sweeps him with a low kick, keeps rushing and forcing him back into that corner that we love to see. That's a nice grab coming from the can.
Exactly, fantastic grab. Like grabs usually, I had a player once I played against a player that only grabs. Like he doesn't attack, he doesn't hit. Like he just finds that opening window and like uses grab.
Was he playing Zangief?
No. He was just playing any character. He wouldn't really care about like what character, what's his style of play. He just likes grapples.
I mean, yeah, grapples are a great way to utilize almost free damage if your opponent keeps blocking.
Exactly, and most players are doing that right now. Both players are on the same level of health. Right now, we'll see if Ken takes it or Honda. YSF-B right now is in control, especially with the special. But right now, a punish counter done by Ken. Let's see if ALKHABBAZ can capitalize on that opening. What a special comeback into a special super move. Right now, YSF-B is on his last leg, and it's a KO by ALKHABBAZ right now. What a fantastic play.
An amazing play.
Amazing play right now. Let's head back into the starts off with the projectiles. Ken trying to avoid any close damage counter, but like the movement of Honda is quickly closing down the gaps and pushing Ken into the corner. Right now, ALKHABBAZ is in trouble and trying to secure his match, his win.
You see, these close range matchups, they always tend to be a lot closer and a lot on a knife edge between which way it can go, because it's just down to the opponent's skill and how well they can block.
Exactly. Ken right now is in trouble. ALKHABBAZ right now has to win this match to at least force another round between them, and a perfect round goes to Honda. Right now it's 1-1. Honda, if he wins it, he's going to be victorious in this match between him and ALKHABBAZ. ALKHABBAZ needs to win this match, this round, so he can force a final round between these two competitors.
Honda utilizing those headbutts to get Ken into the corner, but Ken just puts him straight back to the middle. Ooh, a nice tech.
A nice attack right now, a quick hit by Ken. Right now, Honda is struggling. Let's see if YSF-B can change his tactics, especially with the way ALKHABBAZ is attacking him with Ken. Wonderful moves, quickly attacked. Right now, we'll see how it happens. Both players keeping their distance.
Both of them playing very cautiously. Ken trying to find an opening, but Honda not letting him have one.
Yeah, definitely. It's a different kind of tactics. Both players trying to win, to play for the win. Let's see if ALKHABBAZ can punish YSF-B, or YSF-B does the opposite for him.
Honda utilizing those headbutts more and more, going in for a grab, slamming him into the floor with a nice KO.
And he used his rush counter to use that grapple, so like it does more damage because it picks up, it uses all your remaining power, especially his rush drive. Like it uses it and introduces it into a grapple, and that's what Honda did. And YSF-B wins the match for his 7th match win of the day. Like 7 matches, it's unbelievable.
A very good player, to be honest. Both of them are incredible at the champions that they play.
Exactly. So let's yes, the match between them, like it showed like they're almost on the same level of how to control their characters, fully utilizing what each character does.
Oh, 100%. I think that it really came down to just the champion the character difference between the two, because Honda is a lot better at forcing Ken back into a corner than Ken is at forcing Honda.
Exactly.
However, we saw, like I said before, we saw both of them utilizing the majority of their moves going back and forth on a knife edge.
Yeah, and let's head to the final match of the day. Today is going to include ALJOWDER against Zell. Let's see if ALJOWDER can pull up a win. We saw him play with Zangief, we saw him play with Ken, and we saw him play with the final character. I think it was also Ken, or
I think it was a Ken again.
No. He changed. He chose the Drunken Master, Jamie. So he played with 3 different characters. Let's see if he actually changes or sticks to one of those characters.
I think he's going to change again, to be honest. He hasn't had any luck with the last 3.
Yeah, like maybe we wish him the best of luck, but right now it's the final match of the day, and we'll see who takes it. Is it going to be Zell or ALJOWDER? And hopefully like there's some controller changes, because like every player, every character, like every competitor plays in a different setup.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the setups that you're going to have at competitions aren't going to be the same as the one you have at home. And the one you have at home is going to be fine-tuned exactly how you want it.
Like, that's the thing. When I started playing Street Fighter, I only used the low punch, high punch, low kick, and high kick. I never used the medium kick. So my button mappings were,
Seriously, no medium.
I never used the medium in any competition. I'd have like controllers, because like earlier back in the day, when you wanted to do a special move for any Street Fighter character, you had to hit like all three buttons together with like doing the downward movements and stuff like that. What I do is I switch, like I'd have my R1 to be all 3 buttons, like punches, and R2 to be all 3 kicks.
That's
and
wild.
avoid like exactly like different until I started playing like competitively against like my friends and actual proper players, where I saw them like utilize the medium punch, the medium kicks, the low kicks, the high kicks. Everything is done. Let's see if JP now another character ALJOWDER switched up to JP, but JP, if you don't know how to use him, is going to be a very difficult day for you.
We're having another JP versus Yuri match again today. I want to see if the players are going to be able to utilize him just as well. Yuri punishing JP into the corner. JP not spamming his moves or teleports. This looks like it's going to be an easy match for Yuri, and it is.
It is. Round one goes to Zell, and let's see if round 2 ALJOWDER can change up his tactics and try to open up and force an opening move. But right now Zell sets up his special move, keeps attacking. 15 hit, 16, 17, 20, 21 hit counter. What a wonderful combo.
JP is not utilizing any of that distance that he needs to be creating between the Yuri. He is just getting bullied.
And a perfect KO goes to Zell to end the first match between them. One more match, round 1 fight.
Yuri coming in, closing that distance that JP so desperately needs, bullying them into the corner again and again. Oof.
Yeah, the corner. You need to get out of the corner, ALJOWDER, otherwise this match is going to be over. What a grapple right now by ALJOWDER. But let's see if he manages to do it. I think he just learned that move, and it's not the perfect time to learn. You need to practice because Zell is taking you to school.
That was almost painful to watch from the JP's perspective.
That was a one-sided match, and we are ready to watch the second round. ALJOWDER trying to do what he can to at least to try to force at least maybe another round in this match.
I don't think there's going to be. The Yuri seems to be absolutely dominating, forcing them into the corner, juggling them in the air, closing all of the distances. Like I said, JP needs, and JP is not getting any room to breathe in this match. Yuri is absolutely bullying.
Exactly, being bullied right now by Yuri, but like, it looks like Yuri and Zell is going to be heading into a victory, a quick victory, 70 seconds left, and JP is on his last leg, and a final KO right now goes to Yuri. Yuri wins it, ALJOWDER hard luck, unlucky. Wonderful match by Zell right now. Fantastic Zell with 3 wins, and compare, like his time is over, ALJOWDER. We want to wish him luck in future tournaments and future competitive tournaments with us, hopefully at Island Clash with the different games. Maybe Street Fighter is not your game. Maybe you need to practice more to get in, because I think even if I go in as a competitor in Street Fighter 6, I don't think I can match what players here are playing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that ALJOWDER was swapping between his characters a lot. He didn't really know who he wanted to play. He didn't have a main. He was he swapped play styles with different characters. Yeah. I mean, we saw with that last match with JP. He literally didn't know the moves.
Exactly. We just want to thank our fellow fellow audience members, audience and the members here at the stage watching the game. We want to thank you guys for watching us during the stream. It's a fantastic game. Tomorrow we have as well. We have 2 groups. We're gonna have at least around, I think, 12 matches on stream, and the remaining we're gonna be off stream. I'm gonna be joined as well tomorrow with my friend Oatmeal, Adam. That's his name. His name is not Oatmeal, but his name is Adam. His nickname is Oatmeal. We're gonna catch up with him tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you all for watching the second day of the Quickfire Street Fighter 6. Stay tuned for tomorrow's action on the final group day before the final on Thursday. We are looking forward to seeing you all again. Thank you.